Hey guys, it's Chris from Double Eagle Gunworks LLC. We just wanted to go over a couple of basic things with you today. Got the Revolver and the semi-auto out here. Going to show you how to load and unload each one of these guns. So to unload a Revolver, you press the cylinder release, tilt the cylinder out, and you can grip the gun like this with one finger coming through the cylinder hole, and then to empty the cylinder, turn the gun up, press the cylinder plug, and you're empty. Now to reload it by hand, you're just doing the opposite direction. So you'll have the cylinder out, put one bullet at a time in, rotate the cylinder around, and then push it back in place with your thumb. Never do the movie thing of where you are flipping the cylinder and locking it into the gun. That's going to damage the crane of the Revolver, the little arm right here. It'll damage that, and then your gun's not going to work properly. But just press the cylinder in place and then try to rotate it a little bit to make sure that it is where it needs to be. Okay, then you're ready to shoot. So you can just pull the hammer back and use it in single action, or just go with the double action, pull the trigger, and you're ready to go. Okay, so that's loading it with your hand. There's also speed loaders that are available, and you can use these to help you load the gun a little bit faster. So you would still unload it the same way. Press the plunger, get out all the empty cases, and then to use the speed loader, still have the gun the same way. Fingers coming through the opening, tip the gun down, press the speed loader in, and then pop it in. And every once in a while you'll get one that'll pop out on you. So, and then you're ready to go. Now to put the bullets in the speed loader, you just, this particular time, and this one is a Speed Bees loader designed especially for the Ruger. Just push the cartridges into there until you hear a click. And now the speed loader is ready to go again. And that's the Revolver. Now, for the semi-auto, there's a couple different ways to do it. Drop the magazine out of the gun and rack the slide to make sure the chamber's empty. Now you can do this the hard way, where you're manually pushing each bullet down into the case and having to do it that way. Or the easier way is to use one of the Maglula speed loaders. This particular brand. There's other ones out there. I like this one better than some of the other ones I use. I found it's just a lot easier to do. You just cap that down over the magazine like that, and then this metal follower right here, it will press the last cartridge that you put in there down, slide a new one in on top of it, release it, let it come up, and you go back down. A lot easier on the thumbs doing it this way. And then just kind of bump the cylinder or the magazine, make sure everything's in good. Take the gun, insert it in the magazine weld, tap it, just make sure it's locked in place, and then to get the first one in the chamber, you're going to rack the slide. So a couple of different ways that you can rack the slide. You can do the slingshot method, where you're pulling it from the back and just letting it go. Or if you were on the last round of an empty magazine, the gun will be, we're going to eject this one out here, drop the magazine, eject that one out. So if the gun was locked back, like you just fired the last round, you'd have a new magazine in there, and then you hit the slide release, and depending on the gun, it could be on ambidextrous or could just be on one side. So you just put the slide release and you're ready to go. The other way to do that, if it was locked back, have the magazine in there, and then you can pull it back and release it and let it go that way. Now, another option, there's multiple ways to do this, just depending on which is your favorite style to do it. There's also the option of kind of the push-pull method, where you have the gun in your shooting hand, and then you have grip the slide at the back, push it back with the left hand and kind of push with the right, and then you let it go. Don't ride your hand down the slide. That gives you a prime opportunity to catch the pad of your hand in the ejection port of the semi-auto. That's something that you don't really want to experience. You can ask my wife about that. She doesn't like it very well. That's why she likes revolvers better than she does semi-autos, for that point. Okay, so, and then to eject the magazine, it's pretty simple. This gun, the HK45, they have a different style of magazine release than some of the American models. It's got a lever here on each side of the trigger guard. You just press that down and it drops the magazine out. And then make sure you clear the chamber, make sure everything's out of there, and gun safe. Thanks.